Hi guys, Cameron here and welcome to another video. This is going to be a kind of overview, look at and review in a sense of this box. So we've got the three models here. We've got Freylaf, Alwyn and Leaf. As you can hear, they're in there. I will be opening it up, looking at them and kind of letting you see the sprues, letting you see the models, and kind of that then allows you to kind of look at them from not the Games Workshop painting style, which I certainly know a lot of people are struggling with this War of the Harem stuff. So we'll have a look at them and the models themselves. We'll also be looking at two other bits and bobs, and these will be coming out at roughly the same time as this video, so please go check them out. But without further ado, what we'll do is we will open up this box and have a look at them. We'll go to a top-down view so you can see the sprue and everything, and then we'll come back and have a look. So let's go do that.
Well, here we go. We have the box for Leaf, Alwyn and Freylaf here, which you can see the fantastic kind of miniatures with their War of their Harem style paint jobs just here. And obviously you can flip it over and see a couple more bits here. The bit that I really like is obviously Alwyn's buckler just there. So this is how Games Workshop have suggested you paint them, showing off whatever you want to call it. Now I understand a lot of people aren't happy with this style of paint job, but it is just one of these things that I suppose you kind of have to deal with and accept. They've done it in their style, shall we call it, and that's exactly what we've got. So, box is empty now. We've got three things that come in the box. A sprue that is full of models. We've got the instruction manual, and we've got 6 bases, which are slightly different, considering this one just here doesn't have the dots, but it's 3 25mm bases and 3 40mm bases. There's nothing exciting about them, so they can go off to the side. Now, this is probably why we're all here, but what we'll do is we'll have a quick look at this. So it's interesting that they've only got Freylaf on the front, considering it's the 3 heroes, but I suppose it means that they don't cram them all into kind of one picture. What I'll do is I will zoom in ever so slightly to show off this. Now, this shows Citadel glue and the clippers and everything that you kind of need and you know, but we're interested in the building of things. So, Freylaf, Helderson on foot, a couple of bits that go together, including the face, which is a separate piece. I'm not happy when they do this because I've got big clumsy fingers. But then bits go together. There is no options when it comes to Freylaf on foot, and if I remember correctly, that will be a common theme through this. We then got him on horse, so 2 bits of the horse together, then gluing him and the last little bit of the horse on, and then we come to just finishing it off. And again, that face is separate from the model. It's just, I don't want to accidentally get glue on my finger and then just wipe off all this detail because I melt it away. We then get Alwyn. She's up next again once more, but that's just kind of is where it is. I'm just gonna have to deal with it. This buckler isn't optional, but if I remember correctly, she throws this to Hera, Bride of Death, and my Hera has it. So I'm questioning whether I want to give my Alwyn that. But I probably will, just because it's there. But it's just one of these things that I'm like, when looking at picture-wise, I'm not too sure if I want to. This is a beautiful horse, I think. I bloody love Alwyn's horse and how it rears up. But obviously you glue it together, put the legs on, then you start gluing Alwyn on. Nothing fancy. You don't get the option of a cloak or not a cloak. And again, the face is separate and it just goes together. Leaf is only By the looks of it, 4 parts, and luckily enough, the head is all one. So you glue the back and front of Leaf together, glue the handbag or scroll pouch, whatever you want to call it, and then head on, and you've got Leaf done. Now, we then here have got a bit that we need to trap between the 2 horse bits going together. So you've got to be kind of wary of that, and then gluing the horse's head on. And bits and bobs. Same with Leaf's head here, you've got to trap it in between the 2 halves of his body to then make sure that you get it to go on correctly. There's a strap that is fairly small and possibly going to be broken for going to the mouth of the horse, the reins, that's what it's called, sorry. But hopefully it's not too hard for people, but it looks like Leaf's mounted model might have the most pieces. Especially when his on foot doesn't. So that is the instruction book. But then we come over onto the sprue, and obviously we've seen all these parts now in that instruction manual. But looking at the detail on these, they are gorgeous models. It really isn't hard to see how Games Workshop have improved on their models and their sculpting and everything. You can just kind of go through, see little bits and bobs, even just the hair on this horse. And comparing this to I'll say the old riders of Rohan is absolutely fantastic. Now, obviously we've got little faces, and I'll turn this over so we can look at them again. But then you can see here that it looks grand. I think this is possible. There's that rein that I talked about for Leaf. I think this might be one of the best kits Games Workshop has put out for this War of their Harem release, shall we say. If we turn it over, there's Alwyn's buckler. As you can see, all the bits are obviously numbered and everything. It's just kind of gluing them together and all that sort of stuff. All the bits do look to be not necessarily all over the place. I imagine they are kind of side by side to who and what they should be next to. But that connection point just there might be a little bit tricky for a couple of people. But yeah, it looks like it should go together fairly simply. I can't really see an issue with people kind of having this kit. It will go together well, and there shouldn't be a problem there. But yeah, that is the new War of the Harem. Again, here's your box of Leaf, Alwyn, and Freylaf. The sprue is gorgeous, and you can see just all the details. And I don't know why people don't like this paint scheme, but I know some don't, so I will show you the models themselves built up, not painted, so you can make your informed decision at that point of these models. But what we'll do now is we'll build them up and we'll come back to them so you can see exactly what they look like, and then we can go to kind of our final thoughts. So give me 2 minutes and I'll go make all these and spray them, and we'll be right back. So here we go then. We have got our heroes. Start off with, we have got, let's do the foot versions first. We have got Freylaf on foot. Let's see if I can get this just to make sure that it is on. So Freylaf on foot, lovely model here, obviously with the Zenithal highlight. Looks absolutely gorgeous, and a very, very nice model. Sword down, as you can see, holding onto his scabbard. Looks great, lots of space on that base if you're wanting to do something fancy with it. We then got this mounted model. Struggle to remember what they were called when they were on horses. Got this mounted model here. Just a single connection point of that foot. There's no other ones for it, but it gives it that fantastic kind of riding, charging pose. And again, Zenithal highlight to show off all the little details that you can see. Then move on to Alwyn, probably people's least favourite from this box. She's here drawing a sword. Again, lots of space on this base, absolutely fantastic. I did end up putting the buckler on, but I wasn't 100% certain if I was going to. But she looks cracking in this. And obviously, we have her on horseback just here. 2 connection points, luckily enough, and a hole in the base. Freylaf has got that hole as well, but kind of it just is what it is. She's rearing up, and that's probably the money shot there. That's the golden angle. She has her sword out in this. If you have a look just here at this box, if I get to zoom in, can't tell that she's got her sword out in that, but it's not a bad thing, it's just I didn't know that she did. But yeah, we then move on to Leith. Let me see if I can get this to, there we go. Move on to Leith. He's really nice, actually. I thought his character was quite cool in the film, so I don't have a problem with him. He's got a couple of scrolls that you can hopefully see there, and they look great. So yeah, I like him a lot. And then him on horseback, he's got 3 connection points. This was the one that didn't have any of the holes, which makes perfect sense because his horse doesn't have any kind of bits that go through, and there's enough connection points on this to really show off. This hand here, just for anyone who might want to convert, this hand is connected, so just as an FYI. But yeah, cracking model. Okay, so that being said, well, let's put them in the right places, I suppose, Cameron. There are the 6 of them, showing off in all their glory.
So there we go. That is everything out of this box. The 6 models that you get, whether you want to call it 6 heroes or just 3, kind of, because obviously they come with the mounted versions and their unmounted versions. They are absolute cracking models. I think people's opinions on these are due to Games Workshop's paint jobs on them, rather than actually the models themselves. I think they look absolutely phenomenal. Started these this morning, built them, sprayed them. It's now this evening, so it's taken me, I don't know, 6 hours to get to this point, as well as obviously filming a few other bits and bobs. But I think they're absolute cracking models. I had one break, and that was with Leaf's reins just here. I did say that it was going to be a possible problem, but everything else went together absolutely fantastically. There's no real mold lines on any of them that I could see. There's no gap filling that really needs to be done on any of them. So actually, I can't see a problem with these models. Out of all of them, I think Alwyn on horse is my favourite, purely because of a horse's pose. I think it's absolutely fantastic. And then after that is this Freylaf on horse. But yeah, absolute cracking. Cannot complain about them. Other than that, there's nothing more to say. Please check out my channel, because obviously I've got other videos on the channel about the War of the Rohan stuff, including this one, which will be coming out tomorrow, if I remember correctly. And the War of the Rohan journal should have come out yesterday, as well as like the Rabid Mummock has come out Saturday before this. So please check out the channel just to see what's going on, what's been there, having a review, And don't forget to use the affiliate links in the description below. They obviously help me out and give me a kickback, but they also save you money. So until, I suppose, tomorrow with Helm Hammerhand, please like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Threads, everywhere that you possibly can. I really appreciate it. Interact with this video as much as you can as well. Thank you very much for watching. Without further ado, take care and bye-bye.